Gentle.
Shut up!
Indecent.
Not listening to you finish your sentence.
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that
He's
a
just telling her, like,
convenient
yeah, just stop for a second, please. How is it going, everybody? Welcome back to Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc. Yes, this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the trial I've been waiting for. You know, I say that for every single one. But this time I'm sure, you know, I know I said I was sure the first one, and I came to a conclusion without thinking really about any of the evidence. Last time I came up with the kookiest thing I think I've ever said in my life by saying that one of us was possessed by a spirit. But I was still right about one thing, which means from that first trial I learned something. I'm getting better, which means that if the first one was 0%, last one was 50% right, this one could be 100%? I don't know. I have the same reasoning, not the same reasoning actually, about why I believe the person who did it, which is Celeste. Yes, I've seen the way she's been looking. Maybe you should adapt to life in the underworld, Celeste, because this is where you go down, if you actually it. I don't know. Talking a lot. I just get it over with, so the game can just tell me I'm wrong again. But you can't tell me this one has been my best theory yet, because it might be right. I don't know. Anyway, everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the Red Door. Actually, they were inside the Red Door game. As soon as we were all there,
Monokuma appears!
What the? Oh, heck yeah! Starting this off on a high note, with double, make it trouble. I just said it backwards. Oh, I'm just happy. Hello. He's multiplied.
Wrong.
Of course, there's got to be many of them. Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because it's an illusion. I'm moving so fast, it only looks like I've multiplied. Yeah, can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? I know Monokuma. All right. I've spent months with him, which means I know exactly which one it is. It is the left one. That is the real Monokuma. Yeah. What are you? This is the real dilemma. All right. Who cares about freaking Hifumi or Soldier Man? We gotta figure out which one of the Monokumas is the right one. Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy,
no.
you know,
Playing along. Thank you, Monokuma. Now you see what I'm dealing with in here.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you. Then why are we here? Just to solve some murder case. That's not the fun. The fun is talking to a teddy bear.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Okay, fine.
Hey!
And everyone's here. Let's go. Please board the pain train. Elevator. I like the first one better. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we? It says the elevator is not on the top floor, which means it goes higher. So why have we not seen any elevator spots above the floors? Maybe they're hidden. I don't know. Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet. That's actually important. Let's let him get ready.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sin. Alright, Aoi. Like I said last time, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed because you're such a nice character, and I know you mean the best, but I think you're wrong.
What the heck?
I told you already. I didn't do it for serious. Exactly. Yeah. Stick up for him. That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume or the note? See, look, she's bringing up the things like, yeah, you didn't see that, did you? That must mean that you are lying, which means you did. Let's throw him in the grave. Well, no, but how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit. Yeah, it does seem that we do have our culprit, Celeste. How amazing of you to say that. How do you say that? How do you pronounce NGH other than spelling it out? Alright, this isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom. I'm just so psyched, because I think I might be right this time. She's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do... This is the third time, Makoto. Jeez. Kill whoever killed Hifumi and Taka. Get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for those who lost their lives. Shouldn't find it funny, but the man got bonked on the head. Who's gonna be the creepy, comic, funny, chubby relief character and get bonked on the head? Hifumi did, because Hifumi is awesome. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka, the one who killed two of our friends. Actually, I'm surprised that Hifumi didn't die first. You know, in horror movies, it's always like the happy, chubby guy that like gets off first. He goes like, "Who wants a marshmallow?" And like gets stabbed in the back. The killer is someone right here. Makoto! You've said this many times, man. Let's see what you think, huh? Huh? Why so devious? Yeah, it seems that it will be confirmed. Yeah, I don't think it'll take that long either, Silver. Right. You haven't talked this yet. Let's see how you are. What are you doing?
Yes, yes.
Come on. Alright, we're just gonna go down the elevator. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly and began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. Well, we're going down. It's so... Because this is like... We're down to 8 people. 8. There were 8. We started with 15. Soon to be 7. Look at her. Look at her on the top right. Look, just standing there like, oh, I'm quite... Nobody suspects a thing. With a freaking Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz shoe she's got on. With the... Ooh, I got that little white thing on my head. No one's gonna suspect... It was the nice guy who did it. Yeah, I'm on your shtick, Celeste. There's no going back. We said this. We couldn't go anywhere. I gotta say this, though. Throughout the whole game, I think the only character that has been, like, consistently amazing the whole thing and deserves more credit is Sakura. Freaking, she has, like, she hasn't gone through, like, a character arc because she doesn't need to. She came into the game freaking awesome, and she still is awesome. Droning on again, the elevator's door slid open, opening up into a cruel fate. Oh, it's blue! Let's go! When I see all you gathered together like this, I realize just how few there are of you left. The school life is slowly reaching its climax. No!
Just the worst.
Only because of you. But he's trying to help us along, man. Give him a break. He's not the one killing everyone. I mean, he put us there, and he's the fault that we're all getting killed. But, you know. Making things interesting. Why are you making us do such cool things with each other? Because it's entertainment, man. Oh, What? You really hate me so much? But I'm so cute. Heck yeah, you are. Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. For another, do you have to say more about why freaking Snake Eyes is the most annoying one? Well, I mean, Celeste took him over. But second, my man's trying to speak. Let him do his thing, man. He just wants to. He understands when pain. He just wants to make things more fun. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I never put down on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Grab your sign sheet. Unless it's from Mondo Button. In that case, everyone wants to see that. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Sure safe. I don't understand why he just repeats the same thing like we get. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this better. If you missed it last time, I did a class trial for chapter 2. I didn't do good. I failed like 3 times. Open your handbook. All right. Let's just go through the evidence, and let me tell you why Celeste is the freaking dingus who did it, who killed my baby. All right. So Monokuma file. It's a black book. You know whose hair is black? Celeste. Boom. Little thing. All right. It's gonna take too long. Hammer. Need I say more? Celeste. Hammer. It's right in the name, guys. If you're not getting it, you must be some kind of kooky. Napkin. A princess pixie pillow. The blood is pink. You know what else is pink? The blood of a girl. And you know what Celeste is? A girl. And you know what color her blood is? And that was the color of blood that was also found on the napkin? Pink. And her face is right there. Until last name and the rest of that, I'll go for no more 2 minutes. Right, Celeste. I feel so bad for this guy. Look at him. He doesn't deserve this. Alright. Alright, set skills. Alright, handiwork. Let's reload 2 bullets at once. Particular bullet time. Cost 2 SP. Capacity. Melodious voice. Man, I got nothing cool. Steadies your aim a little. Effective during non-stop debate and Hangman's Gambit. Okay. I'm gonna have to remember how the controls. Let's load that baby in. There we go. Alright. Let's do it. Class trial. Alright.
Let's begin
I'm
with a
surrounded by dead
basic
people.
explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
As much as I love doing Monokuma's voice, I can't give enough credit to the voice actor of not just him, but all these characters. So I'm happy that during the class trials they talk, but I still give my moments to take the reins of Monokuma. Mr. Mrs. I don't know who voices Monokuma, but thank you for your blessing. I'll be great. I
If you
won't
can
turn out like
figure
his
out
grandfather.
who done
Don't
it,
know what that was.
then only they will receive punishment.
Uh-huh.
But if you pick the wrong one,
We get snow cones.
then
and
I'll
kumbaya.
punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
I hope one of these
Now
times just
then,
like one of us
to
just shows up with like
begin with-
Monokuma, like I don't know, like props or something like that, like a T-shirt with his face, and they're like, "Hey, I'm your big fan. Yeah, you on my side, right?"
We already know who did
That's
it.
already who I am. No.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Ooh, but did we see him doing the things, the murders?
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
Give him a
I didn't.
chance, man.
Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Here's the thing about this man right here. All right, he's a weirdo sometimes, very briefly. But he can't take it seriously. He keeps gyrating in the left. But he seems like a really nice guy. You want to
Who
talk?
are you calling a murderer?
Exactly. I'm
I'm
completely
sorry to
on this
say,
guy's
Hiro,
side. I don't care what anyone
But we
says.
do have evidence.
All right, what is it?
Blueprints for the suit.
Ooh, all right. Well, that doesn't fit his handwriting.
Tags we assume were used to build it. And all of
Well,
it
did we
was
see
found
him
in
bring it
your
in there?
room. You have to admit. The
Now, how would
evidence
you
is
know
quite
all of that?
compelling.
How would they know that in the group? You all, I'd like to bring up a class trial that Celeste is obviously the murderer. Here's my evidence. She did it. So let's just
It points
send
to
her the
you as having
death chamber,
created the
whatever it
suit
is.
and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
Oh,
How many times do I
no.
have to tell you?
Well, then how could he teleport? You dingus.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
It's alright, man. I got this. Is he really? No, he's not. Yeah, let's have to make that clear. Exactly. I'm so pumped. I know exactly what to do. Yasuhiro is the message. I gotta remember the controls though. Alright. Oh, I gotta press it.
Everything we
is-
found in your room.
This is, I don't know what that
The
is.
blueprints,
Alright,
the
speed up. Oh, that's the thing.
suit parts,
Let's
they
slow
are
down.
all proof enough that
Alright.
you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't.
It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy theory, man!
Why? Why did you kill them?
No.
Didn't.
Just hold on a second.
Yeah! I'm on this guy's side. Guess I missed it. Look at the blueprints. My handwriting's off. Exactly! I brought that up a second
Everything we
ago!
found in your room.
Woo!
The blueprints, the suit
Woo!
parts, they are all
how do I-
proof
oh.
enough.
Yeah, that's why I meant to
No,
press.
that's wrong.
Objection! That's right. You all thought Ouija
we
was
sure
just a
Hiro
weirdo,
really
creepy
made those
conspiracy theory,
blueprints?
but this whole time he's gonna be right. I'm like the insane dude in like natural disaster movies, because you know you got like the dad who's trying to connect with his kids, and he's got the wife who's with another man, but it's gonna get back with the husband, and then there's that scientist like, you'll see, over time the magnetic core has heated up and Everest is going to explode! And they're like, yeah, whatever, man. And after years of being ignored, I'm finally gonna be taken seriously, because I think Celeste did it. I know Celeste did it! You gotta be confident, I know he did! Are you sure Hiro made the blueprint?
What do you mean?
What do I
Well,
mean?
take a look at this.
Well, look
It's
at
the
this!
note that Hiro wrote, asking
Yeah.
everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
When you compare it to the blueprints.
It's messy. Celeste, you really gotta work on your handwriting.
There's no way
Spend
you
less
could
time
think
on
the same
gambling
person
and
made
more
both
on
of them.
handwriting, and maybe next time you won't get caught.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Oh no, you're upset because we got you.
The differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting.
It's gonna sound
anyway.
mean, but that's right.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
Absolutely.
And he is not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
Okay, I'll give you a pass on this. I'll give you a pass for this episode for this one line alone. Thank you, man. I don't care who else done it. I don't even care if I'm wrong about Celeste. long as I know that Hiro didn't do it, so as long
Then
as he's
who
good,
was in that Robo
everything-
Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said?
Eh.
Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit.
Was Celeste? No. Oh, hold on. No. Wait. No. Yeah, never mind.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Yeah, you got it. Of course. Passes off to me. Freaking jerk.
Who was in the Robo Justice?
I know exactly. Illuminati. It was Hina. Who's Hina? Hold on. Wait, who? Jeez. Oh, Hina. I forgot. Hiro. Because Hiro was in the suit.
Hero, I can't think of anyone else.
Because it didn't fit anybody else. He was in the suit. He surprised Hifumi, and then that's when Celeste took the picture of them together to frame it look like Robo Justice did it. So Robo Justice was just kind of surprised, like, hey, what's up, man? Hifumi's like, gee, you scared me. And then that's when Celeste knocks both of them out with the hammers, brings clairvoyant guy, literally just forgot his name, to the closet, locked him in there, then bonked Hifumi over the head. And then when they went to the bathroom, that's when Celeste came out early, whacked him on the head again, walked away, the rest.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit.
Yeah.
And we never found any kind of second
So
suit.
that couldn't have
And there
been
can be
anyone
no
else.
doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
He is the prime
That
suspect.
doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
Absolutely. He's the prime suspect, of course. But there's a difference between the prime suspect and the killer. Sometimes the killer
It
can be who
makes
you least
perfect
expect.
sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is...
Here comes Sakura with the voice of reason.
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do
Thank
with being
you.
in the Robo
Finally, this guy
Justice
says something smart.
What?
And he doesn't miss evidence that's 2 feet away. I still have forgotten that dumbbell incident.
Now that's a bold
Mr.
assumption.
Protege.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement?
Ooh, now she's
You do
angry.
have a reason, yes.
Of course. Do you have a reason for a minute English? Yeah, I don't think so.
course. But before we get to that,
Of course, that's alright. For once, let's let this
there's
man
something
speak.
else we need to
He's
clarify
finally
first.
making a turnaround.
So let's
maybe.
get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
Stop making rational assumptions. We just proved that you're wrong.
All things
Listen to
have a
someone.
proper order.
I'm sorry.
So
Yeah.
what is it? What needs to be clarified?
Simple.
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
I already got
It
it.
would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Indeed.
Makoto,
Finally,
can you
this
tell
guy
us what
is-
they were?
Now he's actually look. He kind of said that a bit condescending, but he's making a turnaround. All right, very very slowly. This isn't like taking a U-turn. Isn't like taking a right turn. It isn't even like moving lanes. This is just him slowly going off, but when you like slightly adjust your car to get back in center, like every couple of like 30 seconds, that's what he just did. Very small, so pretty much nothing, but it's something at least. At least he didn't let the car just go right into the ditch. He took his body. Must have been this Dolly.
I got it!
Dolly Parton. Working 9 to 5. So we moved the body. It must have been. When didn't I just say this? I just said that, didn't I? It was the Dolly. Explains part 4, but there's still one more thing. Taka's body must have been. No, not the watch, not Robo Justice. The tarp.
I got it!
I haven't got one thing wrong yet.
A dolly and a tarp, right?
Yeah. Don't. Yeah, me. What the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain.
Alright, leave the reins, Makoto. Or me.
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room.
Oh, yeah.
And then we rediscovered it in the repository.
Yeah.
And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
I guess I know it's lighting, but Makoto's face in that, he looks like he's got like gray face. Like he didn't render it in all the way.
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room.
Yes.
So the killer must have seen it.
I'm liking this whole new blue thing.
decided
I
to
kind of miss
use
the
it when
red
they
and the
moved
yellow,
Taka's
but
body.
no. This seems cooler.
That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Yes.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Here's another thing about Sakura. Right here, she's asking a question. She's not asking it in like assuming anything. She's not condescending. She's like, oh well, if that's the case. She's like asking a legitimate question. She's the best.
Same thing.
I know I said that about everyone, but you know, whatever.
I'm sure the dolly was in the
All the other
equipment
bests
room
are dead
when
now.
we First found Taka's
Some of
body.
them love them. Yes.
But when the body disappeared,
Gone.
so did the dolly.
Yeah, and he left behind some marks on the ground.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository,
Yeah.
so did the dolly.
And those awful drawings. Who drew those?
In other words,
This supposed to be a high school?
think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
I
But are
believe
you
so.
sure you are not mistaken?
Yes, dingus. Stop trying to like make us be
Are
wrong.
you
Some.
absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Oh, I'm gonna try to get you guys
That
going
dolly was
circles.
made
Not working.
specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room.
Yeah, like a dead
It
body.
would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
What's that supposed
Is
to
it
mean?
not possible that it was in the repository all along and you simply didn't realize it?
I'm gonna tell you this right now, lady. When I first saw you use that scale, I was a bit caught off guard. I'm looking you right in the eyes now.
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
It's
There
simple.
is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Oh, you are going down.
We have all accepted the fact
killed my
that you
baby.
rarely understand what is going on around you.
Wow, I've never been more anyone sounds so nice while being so mean, but maybe I can change her mind. Absolutely, Makoto, let's freaking do this. Yeah! You can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. New element has been added to the truth bullets. Like him, what? Sure, I need all the help I can get. Let's talk about reloading. Finally, I saw this in like some of the descriptions. Like, how do I reload? Starting with the next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see an ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't been really any limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, just locking on and pressing triangle won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you one bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked you are. However, you can reload by pressing the... Just like looking on, you just press the square button and the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that I can't get my shapes right. I'm so angry. Remember that the square button is now functioning along with the X and the triangle buttons. You automatically reload at the start of fever time, and when ammo will now not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to be worried about reload at all. In which case, you're gonna know everything I just said. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm having a blast. I know I'm right. The moment of truth. Oh, we're doing this right away.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Oh, we gotta do it like that. Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
miserable wretch.
yeah. See, she's mocking me, cause she knows she being caught. This is going really quick, yeah.
You are a fool. Lies
Gotta
will get you nowhere.
Focus. Got it.
Do your worst,
Boom,
you
boom.
miserable
Objection.
wretch.
Objection.
You have it wrong.
Objection.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic.
I can't. Hold on.
Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you.
I can't see them.
Miserable wretch.
Help! Help! Yeah! Final strike!
I cannot agree.
Yeah! That's right!
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right
Exactly.
here.
I didn't even read what she said. Oh, what my bullet at a shot was. But here's the thing, Celeste. I might have been an idiot coming into this. A grandiose idiot. Didn't even look at what the victim wrote for their death, idiot, Celeste. But over time, I have constructed every single part of the investigation undertaken in order to understand the individual parts of this calamity. You, Celeste, are going down.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain.
Yeah, how can you know that? It's all over the
There
wheel.
was a pool of
All
blood in
over
the
it.
equipment room with a tire mark in it that
Yeah.
matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Exactly.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident.
You're a
as they
bumbling
wheeled the body out
buffoon
of
like
the
a
room.
Celeste.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
I am. Go, Makoto, do your thing. It's so good seeing this character finally speak up and present his evidence. Yeah, well, actually, if you think about it like that, shut your mouth. Shut your dang mouth.
Well,
Yeah, she
anyway,
hates me because she's just been
that was
caught.
just something we had to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the main subject.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was getting a bit
The subject
overheated
of
there. I
how
gotta calm down.
Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
It's a gambling
I'm not
robot.
sure that really matters.
Yeah, I
I'd
don't
be
think there's any
happy
other
to
robots.
explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Exactly.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Oh, he couldn't bend at the waist to move. Oh my gosh, the robot, the way it was constructed, he couldn't move at the waist, which means he couldn't bend down to pick up the body, let alone pull a trolley all the way up to the room. Look how the body was moved. To be clear, the person in the suit couldn't have it done. What does that mean by that? I know exactly what it means. Couldn't bend down to pick up the thing. I have never been so happy to get this right. Because I'm 100% right. I'm no longer 99.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Exactly.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
That's
Now,
the thing.
keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Oh, okay, clean,
Then you
fine,
could push the
fine.
dolly up, so the killer and carted the body.
If you accept,
I got it. I
then
knew
you
it. I
must
knew it.
realize that who?
Sorry, I don't think I...
Shh. I know
As we
this.
know, and from
Everybody
there,
who's
the
watching
body
this,
was
just
moved
know
to
I
the
got that
Yeah,
first try. I don't
the
care what
culprit
anyone
then
says,
loaded it
because I
onto the
knew
belt.
it
Keep in
immediately.
mind that the
Well, yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
All you'd have
There
to
it is.
do is
Fire!
bend
Fire!
over.
I'm smashing the...
No, that's wrong. You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
Yeah, but you know what you have to do to get down lower? Let's take a pop quiz, kiddies. Do you A, go on your head, which, like, I don't think anyone can hear other than Sakura, or B, do you just simply bend over? You know who can't simply bend over? The guy who's stuck in the robot simply gotta bend over.
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually
Yeah.
get into a position like that?
Oh my gosh, I don't even care. Well, I care about Hifumi and Souljaman, of course, but I'm just so happy because I'm getting all this right before the game holds my hand. The game finally, I became Icarus. Except I'm not dumb Icarus. I'm like the smart Icarus, like from the games with Lady Palantina. Yeah, that Nintendo series that like nobody ever played, but it's freaking awesome. He's in Smash, so you must know who he is. Pit. Yeah. Game. I'm Pit.
Think back to what
And I'm
you said when
flying
we
to
were
the
all
sun.
checking out the suit together.
Except I'm not,
Remember?
because that'll make me the dumb one, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Back when you try to put it on. Let's see. Let's find us a bed in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anyone in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Not to mention, you can't totally bend at the waist. Seems pretty obvious oversight. Yeah, look at Celeste in the back.
When you're in that suit,
Oh, I'm so
not
pumped.
only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist.
Yeah.
Am I right about that?
Woo!
Now that you
Of course you
mention
are.
it, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't be upset because you were wrong. I was upset because I thought I'd lost.
It seems
I
like
have.
it'd be awfully
Very
hard
happy
to
for
push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
You know, this game is actually much more fun to do the talking with when I actually have the brain to understand the evidence, and when I'm surrounded by very rational people. Well, some of us more rational than others, but we're still all around fairly rational at this point, except Celeste.
Simply pushing the dolly with your feet.
When you
Freaking
can't even
why?
see your feet,
Yeah.
you really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Have you tried kicking a dolly? That's a serious question. With a let's just take the human body off. If anybody has a trolley, I want you to go out. I want to put you in your biggest steel boot kick, like boots if you don't have any, or most realistically, sandals. What did I say? Sandals. I meant sneakers. Anyway, it doesn't matter what kind of shoe. Just go kick a trolley. See how long it takes you to move that trolley like down the entire street.
Yeah, it'd be totally
thankfully you
impossible.
fine.
Not that I can say for sure myself.
Thank you,
top
Jill.
of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit,
Yeah.
it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body.
That was
in a
another thing. I was
tarp.
gonna bring that up, but I was waiting to see if there's anything about bending
Well,
over.
I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Well, then freaking how could he do it? There's no chance that Kun was taken off from his body because, yeah, you can't take it off by yourself.
I got it!
What you think you can ever take it
I
off?
don't think taking off the
Get
suit
it off
is an
me!
option. Remember,
Ah, man, it's like you put on the suit, you're just gonna be robot just for the rest of your life. Freaking, that's worse than death. Put Celeste in the robot. Oh my god, I hope her thing has something to do with the robot. Ooh, I'm getting all giddy. That's the dumbest thing I've said. I'm just getting all giddy over here. I don't remember taking off the suit. I can't remember. Hey, he was like, can someone get me off this thing? What's up with this thing? But I actually can't get it off. A little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid freaking thing. Of course you didn't. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It's pretty sturdy. You can get it off on your own. You don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible.
Yeah,
to
of
put
course
the
it's true,
suit on
Sakura. And of
or
course you
take
know
it
it's true
off
because you're
without
freaking
help.
awesome.
You really can't take it off by yourself?
Yeah.
Hero wasn't just making it up?
Yeah, it's okay, Ellie.
Of course
You
I
didn't do
wasn't
it.
making it up.
Look at him. I'm not. Yell at her. Sure, why not? You deserve
could
it.
have gotten it
You
off
deserve to
by
handle this
himself.
any way you want. You're
I
being
don't
framed
think
for
he
murder.
would've
I know
let
I
us
wasn't
see
happy
him
when
wearing it.
Sayaka died.
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, like, oh, I killed everyone in the suit.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's right.
Yeah.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dollar?
Yes,
To be
Aoi.
clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit.
Yes, and it couldn't be
correct?
Hero, period, because he couldn't be in the suit at that time, and if he...
No,
He's
wait.
gonna push it.
Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Absolutely not. See, here, see, oh my god, I got her in her own trap!
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
Oh, yeah,
If
sure,
whoever
yeah.
was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
Simple, he just startled him or something.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
You call him Hifumi. You don't ever put anything related to the word deceased in front or behind or anywhere 5 paragraphs near my sweet, creepy, weirdo, creepo boy. You sons of dingus. How'd you get hurt?
That guy hit me.
What guy?
Oh, just this, that's what I tried to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is
Now,
beyond question.
this is her last stand.
The individuals
However,
inside the suit
I have
and the
fact,
culprit are
and
one
I'm gonna
and the
reveal
same.
that when it finally
It was
comes up.
Hero,
I'm gonna keep the secret,
without a
y'all.
doubt.
Y'all, why'd I say y'all?
Yeah.
What is getting into me? I'm
Yeah,
getting
that's
too
gotta
excited.
be
I just
right.
keep like saying words I never say.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
It's still far too
Yeah,
early
Waterworks.
to reach that conclusion.
Thank you.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it.
Yeah, we got all the time in the
Before we
world.
rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Thank you. We have
Instead
so
of
much more
seizing
evidence.
On one viewpoint, the truth is
God.
uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
And then neutralize the problem.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Well, it's simple.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Yeah, perhaps we will. I gotta adjust my hair underneath one of my ears because it's making my headphones slip off. But it's all right now.
Yes!
Don't say that word. It's a
I don't
Christian
disagree, but our lives
It's
are
a
on
Christian.
the
It's a
line.
Christian channel
If this
where
is what
there are
it
serial
takes,
killer
we have
teenagers
to
and
do it.
freaking mass murdering teddy bears.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went
Where the
down.
heck, oh Kyoko? Yeah. Okay. Can we just get that out of the
All
way?
right, then. Let's take another look back at what happened.
Yes.
I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall.
Yeah.
Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Yes.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone.
Yeah.
That was around 8 a.m.
Suey's
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room
Yeah.
and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
That's when I
It
came in.
seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by
seems I
my
was
mystery
unconscious.
assailant.
By a mystery assailant.
I know it was
Shush.
an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
Who remembers that?
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
Yes, I still remember being so confused when I saw that picture.
As it turns out, it was Robo Justice.
Why are we calling it Robo
It
Justice?
also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Yes. Poor Hifumi, poor boy.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Yeah.
He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect.
It's so weird seeing everybody just like so many
But
crossed out
not
pictures
long
just
after
surrounding
leaving the
us.
nurse's office,
I'm surrounded by dead people. Except for the serial killer.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I saw a shadow. Something moved around the top of the stairs.
You're trying to
When
lure us
Celeste
up there
told
so
us that,
you
we
get along with
decided
Hifumi
split
to
up and
finish him
search the
off.
second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor. And I
Oh.
yelled out to everyone as soon as I
How?
did.
How convenient!
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream. Someone like you? Yeah, because she was faking it.
I saw him, the strange costume man. He went off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further into the hall.
Did he just kill you too?
and then,
Yeah. How could he run in that suit anyway? Huh?
What was that? I came from downstairs. It must have been...
Hifumi! He's in the surface. This is bad. Come on, we gotta go back, gang.
at that point,
I'm
we
losing my
decided to divide up
mind.
into 2 groups.
Yeah.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while
Yeah.
Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
By the way, guys, did you find him?
No, because she was never up there. That was just a ploy, a devious
When we got
ploy
back
to
to the
lead
nurse's
us
office,
upstairs,
and that's when we
constructed
heard
by
the
the
body
dingus
discovery
mastermind
announcement.
Celeste. Except Celeste. You want to mastermind, you've been caught.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor
Yeah.
to let the others know what had happened.
Yeah!
Meanwhile,
Poor
we
guy,
had just
poor soda man.
discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
There he is.
We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Yeah.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the
Poor
3 of
Hifumi.
us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
No,
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered
Why?
we'd left Toko
Why would you
passed
do this,
out in the
Celeste?
equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Yes. Yeah. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that
Man, her
now
voice is better. I
Taka's
gotta hear it
body
in the water.
had also gone missing.
Ah.
Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
Imagine coming back from a search and being like, okay, funny story. So, we kinda lost one of the bodies?
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository,
Of course Celeste was one to find them.
which
She was-
is
who
where
knows
we
where exactly where they
rediscovered
were.
the corpses.
Yeah.
I think that about covers it.
I
Yeah.
see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Not if you know the
It
truth.
certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series
For
of
once in the
connected
game, I'm
events.
a head Kyoko who's like the massive detective.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Yeah.
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And
Good
from
idea.
there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Yes.
Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Poor Taka. Contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, to find. Oh, I have no matter what. Jeez, what is up with me? Alright, I think I'm calmed down from the initial excitement of knowing I'm right. Now I just gotta prove it. 1,3.
So, regarding Taka's death,
Yeah.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already
They really
know what
did?
order they were killed in.
Okay.
Taka came last
what makes you say that?
Yeah.
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
He wasn't killed though.
While Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
Yeah, but Hifumi died from
See?
Justice Hammer 5.
So it's obvious Taka came after.
Alright, I got it.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came.
What makes you say
Oh,
that?
I missed it.
Numbering of the.
It's true that
Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
I missed it.
While Taka's death.
See?
Doesn't matter.
So it's obvious Taka came.
No.
So,
No.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came.
What makes you say
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Shoot.
My fight money.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order the
Do-do-do.
Taka came last.
Ah.
What makes you say
Because of
Come on.
the
It's
Nice.
true that while Taka's death.
See?
I just
It's obvious
forget
Taka
to
came.
slow down on that much.
So,
I don't see it
I
coming.
wonder if, or perhaps it was.
da-da-da.
We already know
What order they were killed in.
Guess that wasn't it.
Shoot.
Oh.
So, regarding
Nice.
Taka's death, I wonder if he died before,
Or perhaps it was.
We already know what order they were killed in.
All right.
Taka came last.
Ooh, I think I got it. I think I know how this thing works
What
now.
makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice
Oh, that was
Hammers.
the wrong thing to do.
It's true that Hifumi was
Killed with while Taka's death.
See?
Alright,
So it's obvious Taka came.
alright.
So, I
Alright.
wonder if, or perhaps it was. We
Alright.
already know Taka came last.
What makes you say
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
It's
Taking
true
that.
that
Hifumi was while Taka's death.
Saving it for later.
So it's obvious Taka
Gonna give her a
came.
nice pot roast dinner.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We
Already know what order they were.
Oh, I actually did that right! Oh, when I first heard of that mechanic, I never thought in a million I never thought in a million years I'd get some.
There's no reason
do
to
something that
assume
complicated.
that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If
Yeah.
anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order.
Yes, a sly gamble.
but in
You know who likes to
reality, Taka
gamble?
was killed before
Ultimate
Hifumi?
gambler.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
Gladly show you. Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. Well, there's something that relates to what time he must have died. Broken hammer. Hangman's gambit. Right. I'm looking for an eye. Wrist. Okay, now I remember how to do this. Boom, boom, pew! Wrist. Boom, pew! Need an A. There's an A. Oh, but what did you do? Wrist wall.
Now I understand.
In the face.
I got it.
I am
Papa's
so on
wristwatch.
top of this case.
See?
I'm the
Look,
best detective in
it
the
broke
land.
with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
it
Yeah.
must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer.
I'm so happy right now for
Because
myself
as of
with
last
doing
night-
good. Because I did so bad last time and I'm doing so good. Hey you! How long we gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly in his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock. You know that. Bedtime is off for little boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night,
Yeah, I'm glad
Then
I
he
didn't,
must
he didn't
have
say
been
that. I
attacked
mean,
around 6
I
this
miss him,
morning.
of course, but doing his voice hurt.
And that would be his official time of death.
Yeah,
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
exactly.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
that's
Ooh,
right.
Celeste was.
Taka was
Everyone
killed
else starting to see the
before any of
cracks,
the
but I
other
already
incidents
see
took
the
place.
ravine in the oasis of lies below.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
Yeah,
We made
not
the
me
wrong
though.
assumption about the order of events.
Okay,
all
well that
because
I
of
was
those
wrong, but I still know that
justice
Celeste was
hammers.
one who did it.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size.
Yeah.
That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Very
Now,
clever.
If Taka was killed around 6, then
Just
everyone's
kidding.
alibis for his murder go out the window.
Yeah.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Yeah,
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder,
yeah.
but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Except for one. Huh? What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. Hifumi! He's in the Sylvester's back. Come on, we gotta go back,
When we
man.
heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together.
Yeah.
Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Hmm.
Then we all
Very
ran
soft.
down to the nurse's office. and that's where we found his body.
Yeah. Poor
That's
baby.
totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
Ooh.
That's true. Where's the tape?
Hi, that's... my man coming in with the voice of reason. Oh,
Don't
never mind.
just go making stuff up.
Anyway,
it
we
was-
all
it
have
was an
rock
interesting
solid
point to
alibis
think.
for when we heard Hifumi scream.
Yeah, that's the
Since
one.
all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Yeah.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
A truly interesting
When his
moment
body
indeed.
vanished from the nurse's
You don't have to know anything
office,
about that.
Hina and I were in the bathroom together,
Hmm.
while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
I've got
Well,
this.
don't forget,
I'm just
I was
looking.
passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it?
Bro, man,
She
she's got a
could've
she's
dragged
got a
Taka's body out of
motive.
there
Well, not a
right
well,
then.
not a motive. Well, I mean, she does. So it kind of fits. But she has her own method, man.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's
Yeah, do you think
body.
she could pull that, man? No offense to
Because,
Fumi,
as
God
we
rest his
just
soul, but he's
established,
big.
She was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
That too.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
Yeah.
In other words, it is impossible.
You know the
that any
situation
of
is
us
dire
could have
when
killed
when one of the
Hifumi
most
or
believable people
moved
is the
either of
serial
their
killer.
bodies. On the other hand,
you.
Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared. So
Kyoko.
they most certainly could have done those things.
That was a weird delivery. Maybe I've been calling it wrong the whole
So
time.
what now, Kyoko?
Yeah.
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
Just say where you were
So
and you'll
instead
be
of who,
good.
I propose we start talking about how.
Oh my god, just
In
tell us where you
particular,
were.
I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
Celeste is a liar.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it.
Ooh.
But to carry that
Yamakoto
much
getting
weight
in there.
from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well,
Perhaps.
what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Through the power of
If the dead body
imagination.
were to move itself.
Whoa! That's right, because... Oh, that's right, I forgot about my point I made earlier, because it was Celeste that helped Hifumi off the stairs, which means that he carried himself, which means he was able to move in the correct amount of time without passing out, or without having someone have to move him in that amount of time, and he just made his way up to the room, which he later died in. That was also the room that Taka was in, which is when he fully died, and that's when the investigation started and we all came to where we are now. Man, I am so on top of this.
The dead body moved on its own?
Hifumi wasn't fully dead yet, we know that.
No! Not another... Ghost!
It's right, Hiro.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is
Yeah, sadly,
we
very
thought
sadly.
Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Yeah.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Maybe not walked out per se, more like someone walked
But I
him
mean,
out.
we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Hifumi is a wise one.
That it isn't
Surprisingly.
possible.
Ooh. Ooh, she's getting nervous. Ooh, still alive. Is it really possible? Yeah. Make your argument. Alright, let's pay attention to everything first before we make any rash assumptions. How many hearts we got left? Oh,
Are
that's
you
half.
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
Mm-hmm.
there's a chance he was actually still
No way.
alive?
Yeah.
It is impossible.
Shush, liar.
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
How could
And
he
you
talk
know
to us
that
then?
how?
Yeah.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement.
That was
along with the
Taka.
rest of
That,
us.
oh my god! Oh my god! It's coming back! It's coming back! The theory I made 2 episodes ago. Not last episode when the investigation started, but 2 ago when we first found the body. About how if we both found him at the same time, there should have been 2 body announcements coming out. But if you remember correctly, there was only 1.
Which is when I was like, oh, maybe one of them's still alive. Well, get this, Epicweegee! Even though you already know this now, because it's you talking to the past form version of yourself, and since time travel is not possible yet, you would not be able to hear this in a sense that it surprises you. But you were right!
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why
I think
the
that's it, but I'm
announcement
gonna
was
wish
made.
Right.
Are we
So I got
really
way too
so
excited
sure
about that.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Never mind.
Shoot!
Done.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance?
Right. It doesn't take any
Hifumi was dead,
hearts
and
if you
know
do
that sure that you
the
heard the
past
body,
thing,
Hifumi's
so...
dead, and that is
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was
so let's-
intended to signal someone else's
Take that with me.
discovery.
Coming with me.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance?
No. Hifumi was dead.
And you know the how.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's
Dead body.
Oh, push. Break. Oh, I'm
Was
so
the body
happy right now.
discovery
I've never been more
announcement that
happy
was
playing a
made
game on this channel in my
really
life than
intended
right now,
for
because
Hifumi?
I was right from the very
Of
beginning.
course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
we found the bodies at the exact same time,
Maybe.
which means it was
But that
Taka's.
was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
Yes, and if we both found
That's
both the
right.
dead bodies,
It wasn't long after
Then-
finding his body that we heard
we
the
would hear
announcement.
two now. So we only heard one.
So there's a good
Good
chance
job,
we
Past
made a
Ouija.
mistake
You're making
in there somewhere.
future Ouija proud.
I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
Thank you. Now the characters
First
are
of
getting
all,
caught up with
if
what I
two
called from
bodies had
day
been found,
one.
there
Well, actually,
really
like
should
it's
have
probably
been
like day
two
67 in school, but still, I'm gonna count it as one.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Bro,
What do you
then why
say,
did we hear a
Monokuma?
second one later?
Any comment?
Yeah.
Well, it's a very sensitive
Oh, I'm so
issue,
glad to hear him
so
again.
I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said it's only
Hero.
broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Exactly.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later
Exactly. Oh, Byakuya, you're being smart for once.
Later on?
I'm proud of you, man.
Exactly.
I'm a
We
proud,
heard
I'm
the
a proud
body
teacher to my
discovery
student.
announcement
Yeah, that's
twice.
right. I'm taking the situation and making it backwards. Now I'm the condescending one. Who? Except I'm not gonna be condescending because that's rude. It's really nothing. First time it played was when we found his body in the nurse's office in the equipment room. Second time was when Toko was found unconscious, just something left to life. Both bodies were rediscovered. This one.
I got it!
Yeah! I'm
We
so
heard
good
it
at
the
this.
second
Man, I'm
time
good
in
at
the
it.
repository.
Doesn't matter.
When we
Happy.
rediscovered the two bodies.
Yeah!
Ding dong, ding dong. The body has been discovered after a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like. The class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time,
Yeah.
but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Speaking everything, baby.
If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Yep.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead, meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And
Absolutely.
that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still...
Oh, I know!
Ooh, let's hear
You're
it.
super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That's funny. But no.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
You want to talk.
But
You're
honestly,
freaking worse
I
at
do
this.
not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
I know it's you 100%. That's how you know you're bad. When Ouija knows
Okay,
that you
then. Let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body.
Yes.
Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
Yes.
This whole thing is pointless.
Plane failed. Who's still alive? Now let's do this. Fumi's glasses. Right.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's, and then, while me and Celeste were in the... his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Ooh. I'm gonna take that.
Then, was he really...
Of course not. It is impossible.
Shush it, Celeste.
Well, here's one.
I am the coolest person on earth
And the next
for
time
getting this suit
But when
so
you
right.
compare his body before being moved, other than
The change in how it was positioned.
Shoot.
Oh! No, I can't fail. I
Well,
know
here's
it's her.
one.
I
The
know
first
it.
time we found it, and then his body
And the
Maybe
next
there's
time
no
it was
secret
in.
thing.
But when you compare his body before being, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Okay. Look at Monokuma. He's so happy for me that I'm getting it right.
In fact,
Thank you.
there
thank
was
you.
one clear
Thank you, Papa
difference
Kuma.
between Hifumi and the nurse's office
Weird thing
and
to
the
say.
repository.
Papa Kuma.
His glasses. That
Yeah.
fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
Yeah. Maybe I gotta let the idiot in the two black long things of Pokemon style hair in on how she freaking failed
When we
at
found
killing
Hifumi
two
in the
people.
nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
Yeah.
But when we found him again later in the they were spotless.
Completely clean.
And
It looks
I
like
found
Taka
the
just put a
items
touchdown in
used to
that
wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Yeah. Looks like on the trash can was the Princess Putty Princess.
I got it! It was
I
a
gotta have a
glasses
hot name.
cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
Princess Pudgy
One
Princess.
look at the
whatever.
bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
Yeah.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean.
Totally
And the
clean.
mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
Yeah.
And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
Naturally.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
Better than what I
I
could have thought.
highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
That's true.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
Hey.
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no
That
question.
sounds about right
It
for each of
belonged
them.
to Hifumi.
As much as I might like to make everybody
So
else
what you're
believe
saying is...
that Byakuya wiped his
What
glasses
exactly?
with the Princess Pudgy glasses cleaner, I think that's gonna just fail the thing, so
What I'm
just say it's
saying
less.
is,
No,
the
simple,
blood on his
never.
glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Yeah.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit
Why would-
from a clean
why would
pair
they
of
just
glasses
do the
other
glasses?
than the glasses owner?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Thank you,
It
Sakura.
must have been him, right?
Yeah.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office.
Naturally.
He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see.
Yeah, good on Hifumi.
Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet.
Thank
and
you.
with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
100%.
If he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No, was that his blood?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for
Oh, that's
emergencies.
right.
He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere.
Hifumi, you freaking
He
genius.
got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
Hey, that was smarter than what I would have
Hifumi
thought
was
of.
still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hifumi was gonna play on it because he wanted Celeste to escape. At the cost of his own life because he's so in love with her, so he made him think that she was dead so she could actually escape, but then she actually turned her back on him and killed him. So now Hifumi's actually dead, sadly, and now he's trying to have Celeste leave for him. I wonder if Taka's body was. Hifumi.
I got it! It could
Ah,
only have
Hifumi,
been
why?
Hifumi.
Yeah.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
Yeah.
That also explains how the door to the repository
Hifumi, you were an
got
accomplice.
locked.
Oh, Hifumi. Never mind, not smart, but you know. He died because he was a
The door
simp.
was locked? Well,
Yeah.
after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right?
Correct.
So me and Sakura headed for the repository.
Well, the
But
door
when
was
we
locked.
got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was
Could have been.
already inside.
Probably
And it
Hifumi.
could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
Yep.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
Oh, Hifumi.
So,
getting its feelings.
Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this
One of the
case.
assailants, yep. I
He
called
was
that
one of
before
the
she did.
assailants.
That's
But
my point. I
that
called it.
means he took part in the murders.
Oh, Hifumi, why?
Just can't believe it.
Why? I thought you were just a creepy weirdo. You're a creepy weirdo with murderous intentions. Oh my gosh, that's why he teamed up for Taka, especially because Taka was after freaking alter ego.
If you're
Ah,
having trouble,
Hifumi!
would you like me to show you one more piece of
He
evidence?
was a simp for 2 people, and he got Taka and himself killed. And now he's about to get Celeste killed. But I don't care, because Celeste is...
There's more?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
It's about
you know
to
what
be.
I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Yep.
The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Mm-hmm. Taka. Could it be? What do you take off his button? Oh, that's right! This one, yeah, this one.
A gun!
Yeah, because I was stuck
You're
between these 2
talking
pieces of
about
paper,
the
but
note
thank you for
Hifumi
telling me
had
who's
hidden
had
away,
which side.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Hidden note?
Yeah.
That's right. We
Where's
found
Mama?
it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his
Yeah, just...
pants?
Yeah, I dug around Hifumi's pants. What of it?
Yes.
Doesn't make me gay or anything.
Pants.
Okay, well, forget about the
Yeah, let's
pants
just
for now.
move.
Take a look at what
as soon
the
as we
note
move on
says.
from that, the better things will be. Found a hole. Maybe we can use to escape. Kuba can't find out, so don't tell anyone for now. We're just in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about.
Yeah.
The one that told me where to go.
Thank you.
Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said,
Yeah.
Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
Because Celeste met up there with Hifumi, and Celeste was like, "Hey, put this on," and then we'll like make you guys look like you're scaring him, and then that's when they knocked him out, and then Hifumi did all the stuff, and they killed, she killed Taka, and then all the stuff with Hifumi happened, and then she killed Hifumi, and then,
In other words,
it's just too much to
the killer got
explain
in
right
touch
now,
with
but
another
if
person
you've been paying attention, you know
besides
exactly what I'm talking about.
and that person could only have been
Taka!
a gun.
Of course
That's
I got
right.
it, because I'm on top of this
Taka.
whole thing.
The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Yes!
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Huffy! Oh yeah, when you think about
Just to be
it,
clear,
in that dead
TikTok is
hand,
Taka
that
and
somehow
Huffy is
the
Hifumi,
prodigy
right?
seemed to miss the clutched hand of the dead person. That's the other part of the note.
Why must you ruin it every time?
Shush it, loopy loop. It's still scary, but can't let it get to me. Of course you can't. Yeah! Make your argument. Oh man.
Huffy had the
How do I switch again?
Oh, right?
Nope.
Then the person it was intended
Oh, that's not the
for
button to switch.
must have been Huffy!
Alright.
But remember what the note said.
Alright.
What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
I don't think any of these have to do with
nothing
it.
to do with TikTok!
That's a weird app. See, I don't think any of these 3 things have to do with the actual thing. I think it's what someone said.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended must have been Huffy!
Ah! Wait, come on, Makoto. Come on, Makoto, you can do this.
Must have been Happy.
I believe in you.
But remember what the note said.
What time did it? 6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has
Nothing to do with TikTok.
Oh!
Shoot.
No! Come on, man.
Huffy had the note, right?
Okay.
Then the person it was intended
Look at the
for
contradiction.
must have been Huffy.
It wasn't intended for him.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Okay.
Huffy had the
Gotta
note.
play
Then the
smart.
person it was must have been Huffy.
It's probably gonna be
But
wrong.
remember what the note said.
No.
What time did it? 6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note
Has nothing to do with TikTok.
Move out of the way! Oh, move out of the way. I how to get rid of those.
had the note. Then the person it was must have been Huffy.
But remember what the note said.
Taking this.
What time did it say to 6
I
a.m.?
got a
Time doesn't
thing
matter. The
spinning
note
in the
has
way.
Nothing to do with TikTok.
No! No! No!
Huffy had the note.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy.
Okay.
But remember what the note said.
Okay.
What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Okay.
Huffy had the note. Then the person it was must have been
I'm not a
Huffy.
gambling man, and I'm not feeling lucky either.
The time doesn't matter. The note has
This is the last thing I can think of.
TikTok.
Hail Mary. This is a Hail Mary attempt. It's probably gonna be wrong.
Remember what the note
Yes,
said.
it's probably gonna be wrong. It's wrong. There we go.
Shoot.
And there goes that. No! My fight money! You say? Ugh. Why me?
Is this really the
No,
end
it's
for
not
all
over.
of
What?
us?
Why did all the votes immediately go for me? Heck yeah!
I refuse to give up yet.
Of course you do. You obey to my every command, Makoto. I knew I was right from the start, and this game will not be me. I'm confused at what I'm supposed to do. Oh my god, it has nothing to do. Why did I shoot? What
Then
the?
the person it was intended for must have been Huffy.
But remember what time did it? 6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
I'm thinking about this too much. I'm using too much of the backstory thing.
But remember what the note said.
Wait! Shoot, come on!
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was in must have been Huffy.
But remember what time did it say? 6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok. Huffy had the note, right? Then the person
Now
it was
I
in
feel this.
must have been Huffy.
Out of the way! Oh, come on! I don't care how many times I fail this thing. I know for a
What time did it?
fact
6 a.m.
The time doesn't
it's
matter.
Celeste.
The note has nothing to do
Why am I
with
being
TikTok.
beat by this freaking
No, that's wrong.
break? This is probably gonna make sense, but I'm gonna say this right now. The only time I've
No,
ever really failed is
there
with that, and that's just
absolutely
because
is
it's
a
way
connection.
too confusing. Maybe I'm
What the
just
hell
an
are you
idiot,
talking
but
about?
maybe it just laid out weirdly. I don't know.
The note said to meet at 6
Why is it
a.m.,
set on auto now?
which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Yeah.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note
I'm not
says to
saying. I'm
meet.
still saying I did this flawless.
The equipment room, right?
Yeah.
Which is where Taka was killed.
Yeah.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note.
Indeed.
I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that.
But shit, I don't want to hear anything you
Someone
say,
used that
man.
note
You
to
just tried to
trick
get me
Taka.
killed.
just the same as me.
Yeah.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster, telling people they found a way out.
Yeah.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less.
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Yeah.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Shut up. Now I'm just kind of upset because the game made me like lose once and it's probably like, oh, well, you failed. No, I didn't fail. The thing you just set up awful.
When I searched Taka's
I'm
body,
so right about
I
this.
saw
Why am I
that his
messing this
lifeless
up?
hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
Yeah.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is...
From the
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Yeah.
And Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yeah.
They're from the same piece of paper.
Absolutely.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip,
But
leaving behind
he's not strong
only
enough.
one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
Of course you did, because
That
you're awesome.
means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa.
Hi, Fumi.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Yeah.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Okay, actually, hold on. I'm gonna hold you off there. He's dead, but I know who is the actual
Sorry,
mastermind.
No.
Yeah.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely
he could've
the
been alive.
second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
Absolutely.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished.
Oh,
but
have we not
before
talked about
found
alter
both
ego? I
bodies
thought it
in
was
the
gonna be a huge thing. No, it's
repository.
just kind of gone.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
Yeah.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Ooh.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Okay, you guys got
Trying to
alibis.
steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
Hey.
What are you calling a walrus?
Anyway,
Freaking
when they were killed
food by the
bothers me
foot,
too.
tongue.
But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
What is it?
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah. Because, I mean, according to the Monokuma file,
Oh, here comes Hiro with
the
the
way
voice of
Taka and
reason.
Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all.
A hammer.
But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Yeah.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
You know where there are hammers in the
But
place where
wouldn't that
Hifumi's
be
new body was
seriously
found?
risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's
Ah,
some
wow.
semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
Yeah, with a tuba and a
But if the
trumpet.
hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So
No.
the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
Well, they're in the
Personally, I
equipment room.
haven't a clue.
Of course you don't have a clue, except
So
you have all the
which hammer
clues.
was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were
Simple.
accounted for in other rooms too.
Yeah,
And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
obviously.
Is it not
Oh,
possible
well,
they
I
used
got
a
this.
different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
Correct.
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
A hammer. Get that out. Oh, that's fine. Oh, not another one of these games. Just like, which one of the evidence ones is correct? Yeah, that one.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
A hammer.
Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Or Justice Hammer
Well,
5.
whatever
or
it
Justice
was,
Hammer 6. or
There's
Justice
one
Hammer-
thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers. And, that's about it.
Great conversation, guys. Top hand all around.
Was it just maybe justice?
Well, there's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody... Sounds like a justice hack. Check out murdergear.com.
Well,
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice...
Yeah! Thank you, game, for making sense that time.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
Completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Yeah, man, it was used with a Beyblade.
Specifically, a hammer from the
whip.
repository.
Cut
The
into a
killer could
skull.
have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
Obviously.
Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered
But
in flecks of
grit
grit, and
debris, ugh.
for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Of all the
And the
blood.
reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
Naturally.
I'd also like to point
poor
out
baby
that
got bonked on the head.
repository has all kinds of hammers. Big
Big
ones,
ones, small ones.
and even some flat mallet-like ones.
Yeah.
I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
Mm-hmm.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma Files note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Yes!
Whoever did that is the true killer.
Celeste!
The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Celeste!
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was
Shut
working
your
together
mouth,
with
Celeste!
him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a
And
murder.
you would know, and Hifumi would know
So
that
the idea
because he's
that
freaking
anyone
something.
would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Gosh it! Any reason for anyone to work together? At least, well, we thought at first, but make your argument. Spotless hammer. Bear Celeste. There with Snake Eyes. He's well dressed.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act
Put it like
can
that.
graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that
Not
two
impossible.
people work together on this.
Just doesn't seem very
That is
Cool
how
to
the
do
rule
it.
was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rules, even if more than one, only the one who actually
not
assuming
impossible.
the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really in this case.
Case, however,
Let's take this.
there were
Two murders.
Based on the rules,
Loving this
even
background
if more
music.
than one, only the one who actually carried, assuming
the rule holds true. No, that's wrong. Since there were two
so glad I'm getting
murders,
all this right.
it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
If
Well,
there's
think about it
only
like
been
this.
one murder, then yes, the idea of an
Yeah, that-
accomplice isn't really worth considering.
Yeah.
Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
Oh my
The
god,
payoff for
Makoto.
working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme.
Yeah.
There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
True.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
Ooh, yeah, that's the
think
one I
that's
brought
what
up
the
like
true
last
killer
class trial.
told
Like, why don't
Fumi.
people just do that?
They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka.
And
they
then
made
Celeste
him
killed
carry
Hifumi.
out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead,
Oh my
each
god,
person killed
Hifumi,
someone,
why?
creating two
Oh, you're
separate
turning into a
incidents.
Sakura kind of thing. Or Sayaka, I don't know. The girl to my left. Oh my god, I'm being surrounded by who I once called friends but now called
And it
traitors.
only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
Yeah.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
And who's the only person here that has any other control other anybody else? Celeste over here for me. We saw how he was like, yes, whatever you say, madame.
Which, if true,
that's the only thing
that
anyone that's here that's like together.
The plan from the very beginning.
Yeah.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
I don't know, Celeste. You want to answer that for us?
I can't help but admire its cunning.
Shut up.
Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Not unless you think about who it is. You have to make a to convince us the two murders were the same. The main characteristic this time. Kiko must have noticed that fact at the very beginning. That's why she said not to look at this as a series of connective events, an entirely separate incident. Kiko really is amazing. So, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one?
I still don't think that
Yufumi's
she's the one, who's like was talking with Monokuma that one episode, because that seems like the biggest bait and switch, the way it's setting up. So I'm saying no, even though probably very wrong and just being overthinking it. Still, hey, La Puno. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up until now, the way the case has unfolded, consider all that, really only one person who seems to fit. Oh,
Here's my answer.
Ow, I just beat the crap out of my chest. Yes! This was I've been waiting for.
I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Absolutely. I just turned into a monkey.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
Go back. I want to be monkey.
A joke? I wonder.
Ooh.
So what
Ooh,
you are
got quiet
saying
now.
then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him. That I would go within 10 feet of that shit from brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Oh, she's ruining herself.
Pardonnez-moi.
You can't say no fancy words that none of us here really understand, and then be like, oh, it wasn't me.
Just to be
I
clear,
got you.
there
I'm
is
so happy I
evidence
got
to
it from the
support
very beginning.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Yeah, I'm sad. I'm not the one saying all this, but I'm just gonna say, have I been by a career this whole time? Just being an idiot missing things? That's the only thing Hifumi and Celeste had in common. Capturing the suspicious individual. The screaming! What is screaming?
Shoot.
Oh. Yeah, that was pretty dumb. But I knew the screaming had to do something with it. It was this stuff. Got it!
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The only ones who ever actually saw
Ooh,
Robo
that's
Justice
true.
firsthand.
I mean, I knew that,
were
but
Celeste,
still.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Shut your freaking mouth!
Sorry.
As he said, only
Cody, you gotta
Celeste
stand up
and
to this guy.
Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
Yeah.
If we accept that
You're not gonna say
Hifumi
the
was one
adults
of
are
the
talking
culprits,
and then just
we
say
can't
exactly
help
what
but
I said.
suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a
Yes,
lie?
AOE, because they're freaking
After
dinguses,
taking
and that's how they
Hifumi
live.
to
I'm
the
sorry,
nurse's
I'm sorry, but
office,
it's
we
true.
all began our search for this individual, correct?
Mhm.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Finally, he's bringing up what I brought up. Man, I'm leagues above the prodigy. I should be a prodigy. Can I inherit this guy's gold or whatever you got? I saw a shadow. Something moved around the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor.
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Yeah. Celeste, what's wrong? It's rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off somewhere as soon as I screamed. He was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner
So
to
happy
get to
I
work.
got everything right! Everything! From the very first mini theory, I said, hey, maybe one of them could still be alive. And the next episode, oh, Ouija, that was a pretty dumb theory. Ha ha ha, it's a throwaway thing. But it was right! Everything I thought of last episode, right. Everything I've been thinking about this episode, right. I had everything right from the beginning for once. My theory was right. It goes 0%, then 50%, then 100%. Well, what's that? Oh, I'm so happy. Scream came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, you gotta go back, man.
It was to get
I don't know why
us
I've been
to
adding that
divide
every
into
time.
2 groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yep. Then why don't we split them into 2 groups? I'll have a hunting party. Seems much more interesting. Very well, Makoto and Hina, can you come with me to the surface? We'll leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Bayakui, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Indeed. Oh yeah, nothing left to say, huh?
That piercing cry of yours early on.
That's not something you do at all.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan.
Thank you,
Why
Bayakui,
else
for being
would you
smart
let out
for
a
once.
scream that could have carried across the sea?
Ooh.
I just
Ooh,
realized
not even
another
saying
strange
anything.
thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
Hifumi, you freaking traitor. Can't imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
Oh, I grieve your loss.
You wanted to
you
make
do
sure
this?
we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Taka, more or less. Taka was actually cool. Unlike Hifumi. Hifumi's no longer cool. I've lost all time. He's just a creepy weirdo. You want to make sure we won't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was
It was
one
just a big
act.
gamble.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Correct?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom.
She did.
Wait. Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you.
So
She
Hifumi
just saw
could get
a
up,
chance to help
walk up
Hifumi
the
sneak
stairs,
out of the
and do the
nurse's
rest.
office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
Very
Wouldn't you agree?
ugly.
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one
We're all against you.
fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I
Dunk
didn't
on
even
her.
catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
You gonna let me do it?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Oh yes. You must have been enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange.
Yeah, she
about
broke her shield. She's all about, oh, we just gotta adapt.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
I'm gonna be bragging about this. How long has that series been going on for this game? I don't know, months. I'm been trying to pick up the uploads even more because I know you guys like to see. Danganronpa, I think, is the most popular series on my channel. This is 1 out of 3 games. I don't care how many other cool things I do. This is gonna be. I'm gonna brag about this every single moment of those games until it ever gets in everybody's mind that Epicweegee is the freaking king of Case 3, Clash Trial, and Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, having to do with Celeste being the murderer.
You hear that, Celeste?
Oh.
Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yes. Oh, it's gone quiet. By Kuri, that Celeste comment doesn't make any sense. What is he alluding to? What do you mean? She shouldn't have known that Taka was dead, so she wouldn't have said, guys. She would have said, hey, Fumi dead. Not both them
All
dead.
I said
Because she
was-
didn't know.
They must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around. They must be positively you. We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Just and
Yeah, that's it.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I got it.
They must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die. We are going to die.
I know it's
Just
this
like
thing. I know
those,
it.
And that is all.
And that's all it takes.
I think I gotta take this.
Strange about Celeste's comment.
Yeah, that is a very strange thing to say if you only know one person's dead and you said those
They
guys.
must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are
Stop
all
talking
going
so
to, we are
slow.
going to die.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like
Oh, I'm
those
so
guys
good at
died.
this now!
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Exactly.
He lost
and
his
we
smug
didn't
look.
run into her until after we were all out in the hall.
Yup,
So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys?
Oh,
Because Kyoko had also disappeared,
Yeah,
right?
unless with a
So
murderer.
she could have been dead too.
Ooh. Oh, someone's.
You all have such
Broken.
vivid imaginations. You know that?
Oh yeah,
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw.
Oh, she was talking about
Then
the
what about the picture I took?
random person.
How do you explain this picture of the costume?
Yeah, she's going back to this.
dragging
We
Hifumi
went away from it, but now she's back to her Hail Mary. This is her last stand. Well, I've thrown
It
Hail
has to be
Marys
some
all
kind of
day,
setup, right?
pal. And they've all worked. This ain't gonna work on me.
So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Thank you,
What do you
Kyoko.
mean by that?
Oh, shut it,
Surely
Celeste.
there
We got
are
you
other
caught.
explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Yeah, shut up. Other explanation? It's a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. One possibility is he's dragging Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking. And the dancing, he's dragging the suspect away. Hifumi's drinking. This seems weird. This seems weird, and this seems what everyone's saying. Yeah.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture
Oh,
of
that's right, because
Hifumi
he's picking him
dragging-
over his back. Oh, you've been caught,
Within the
sucker!
realm of possibility. The one being dragged off
See,
in
look,
that
he's like,
picture
oh,
isn't
hurry.
Hifumi, but the person in the robot
I'm
suit.
trying away from my lady.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther.
Yeah.
If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
Yeah.
That's what happened. You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this.
Oh, Celeste, why are you doing this, my man hero?
Such a thing
Yeah,
is
we know it's
utterly
you.
impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it?
You freaking
I
Nile.
don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Thank you, Kyoko.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate
You
you.
shut your mouth and let us speak the truth. You prove there's no way Hifumi dragged suspect away. It's really possible. Freaking hair getting underneath my earphone again. Flipping off the things. The moment of truth. Here we go, baby. Make your argument.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Yeah.
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight.
Yeah.
You tried to
Yeah,
make me look
I know
like a
this.
bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all.
No way!
Yeah, they could! Because they couldn't bend over! Because the suit
Dress me up in that
didn't allow it!
You tried to make me look
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside, there's no
Way they could
Wait.
No, it's wrong.
Cunning! And you are out of here, because I have to break!
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that.
Yeah.
Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Mm-hmm. So you owe in the costume. You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
Well, that was.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Yep. Oh, that's a reaction we have never seen because
Celeste
you
and Fumi took the
have
suit
been
specially
beaten
designed and
by
stuck Hiro
Ouija
into
of
it.
all people. That's embarrassing.
That's how they
It's
were
like
able to
freaking
fake that whole
sucks.
thing.
Did you not watch the last
The
Child
point of it all
Celeste?
was to make
I was
us
a
believe
mess.
whoever was in the suit was to blame.
I suppose
That's
this is
the
checkmate.
reaction. That's the anime reaction. Someone's been caught. Yeah.
Checkmate?
Oh, checkmate. Checkmate.
Yeah, you're caught, sucker. Round the world, around the world, round.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot. What do you mean, checkmate?
It means you lost. We all get it.
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
What's
Have
that
you
little problem?
already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
I help me. Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill? He was an accomplice. Oh, can you? That's I remember the name. Yeah, Yasuhiro. Yeah, because he was trying to frame him. Because of you
who
did.
had attacked him. His answer was quite clear. He said,
Ah.
and I
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Shush
My
it.
name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
Alright, calm down,
He
man.
did say Yasuhiro,
Yeah.
but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Yeah. I've already celebrated enough. Now I just gotta get through this.
What do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said, he only gave everyone nicknames. Yeah, he called everybody the last names. It's like,
That's
Makoto, I'd like to
Our
interest you
last
in
names.
cosplay. I remember
He
that.
called us all
Oh, it's
by
coming
our
back to my
last
me
names.
spending time with him.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for
Oh,
example.
absolutely.
So if
Shut up about
Hifumi
it.
did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name.
You know
Hagakure.
how only reason he might have said Yasuhiro? Well, it's simple. Now, Celeste, have you heard of something called coaching?
I'm sure it was just incidental.
Shut up!
Decent.
Not listening to you finish your sentence.
Random chance. Now isn't that
He's
a
just telling her, like,
convenient
yeah, can you
explanation?
stop for a second, please.
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he
Yeah.
must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
Yeah.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
Possibly.
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to,
Yeah.
and that's Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
She never actually told us what her real name is.
Ooh.
What did you just say?
Well, just listen to us.
You take your false accusations so far. I don't.
Shut up.
Come
Shut
on.
up.
Enough with your.
Shut
Well,
up.
do I?
Yeah, you look pretty dumb right now.
I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Yeah, but you look pretty dumb.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Ooh.
Make sure your ear holes are wide open.
They're
and
very
listen up.
wide.
My real name is Celestia
Ludenberg, could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Well, he called you Mrs. Lundenberg. Celeste won't give up, so then do something that'll make her accept it.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
And he might have to do
He
something.
wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
Ooh, yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Oh, here she comes.
Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
It's upside down, bro.
How long do you
Gotta fix
plan
that.
to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth.
Oh, it's the truth.
And since you have no way to contradict me,
Missed my chance
That's
to
the
read handbook.
only truth there is! Moron!
She's just, this is
Hifumi was
pathetic,
wanted us
Celeste.
to know the killer. If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many?
You losing all the respect. You lost to Ouija.
How long do you plan to...
You lost to freaking Ouija. And you're just making things worse.
No way.
Get the frick out of here. Get out of here. You ain't doing nothing, Celeste. You ain't nothing.
Handbook.
What?
Yeah, that's
Anytime
the
you turn
handbook.
your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Show us your handbook,
Monokuma
then.
told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so that when you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear
Yeah,
up
so,
everything.
hey, Celeste, look at it like this. If you weren't the killer, then just show us your handbook, and it should just say Celestia Lundenberg, whatever it is. And we'll
That's
clear you
how
up.
we can find
that
out
info.
Celeste's real name.
Well, she did kill it, but I mean, hey, come on. You said you didn't do it, so you should be able to just turn on your handbook and
That's
just...
an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Then you're dead.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened?
Yes.
Please, just tell us.
Koto, be bad cop on
Even
her.
when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
Oh.
Because
Alright, I just started a fight
the
between
game's
two
over.
because
You
monsters.
never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it.
Alright.
Let me go over the case again, from the beginning.
and shed, light on
all
all
your
your crimes.
And that'll bring
Here comes the hard
everything to an
part.
end.
Yeah. Closing argument. Begin. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us review what happened. Okay. So, Fumi, it's like, Look at his face right there. Act 2. Yeah, here we are. That's when. Poor Taka, you look so cool. I'll just do the ones I absolutely know. Why was he? Oh, he was so cool. Why is this here? Should be there. My time. He's looking at his wristwatch. Oh, Hifumi, how could you? He's so scared. Yeah. Oh, was that just times 4? No, wait, no, that's a clean one. Why are you here? This one's 4. I feel bad for Taka. He was so cool. That was me. Wait, what's this thing? Oh, that's him moving the body. Let's beat over to that. Whoa! Well, I'll say this, okay? Hifumi deserved it. Okay. So you fill in a couple more spots. Now that I got the obvious ones out of the way, it should be easier. So we found Justice Hammer's 3 in there. What Justice Hammer 2 was. Alright, I think we have one more space to fill up. That one? Okay, this might be wrong, but let's... Is that correct? Well, let's start it up. I think I'd go all the way in. How do I start it up? This help. Then the page, truth panels, fill in missing sections. So I'm missing one. It must be way back here then. Jeez. Oh, here it is. He walks in like, man, I'm tired. And then this?
The killer is
this
you.
Correct?
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder.
The person was Hifumi.
Hifumi, with an accomplice, the killer was able to.
Hey, you know what
execute
Hifumi
a
looks like?
number
He
of
looks like the
otherwise
snowman from the
impossible
Rudolph movie, the stop motion one. Ah! When we walked in, that's when he was like that. Oh yeah, alright.
Here's exactly what happened.
Let's try this. Woo! Yes, I just have those backwards. Hey, what's up, guys?
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room.
He's like, oh, it's me.
That someone they met with was
like
Hiro.
my voice acting for this comment.
The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro
You've
off
been
as the
duped
prime
by
suspect.
the duping duo.
They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo Justice suit.
We got the hero. When they caught the murderer, took the picture.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him. While the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Poor Hifumi. Well, not poor Hifumi. Freaking, I don't care about him. Poor Taka, look at him.
At
He's
6 a.m.,
cute.
they called Taka to the...
Well, it's drawn like that. You didn't deserve this. Taka, you were born for fighting dudes like freaking Hifumi. How could you die to him like that?
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of
To mess up the order, because we first found Hifumi with number 3.
So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect.
Yep.
The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us
Oh,
to
where's
see
the camera?
Justice
Oh,
Hammer
here's
1,
my camera.
and they wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story.
Yeah.
The second fake incident was the attack in the library.
Yep.
This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi.
Yeah,
to sell
but
us
we
that
ain't
story.
buying no janky, freaking, loose filtered story,
These
baby.
2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did.
Oh, Celeste,
We
you
fell
put up
right
this
into
whole
their
scheme,
trap
but it was all
and
for
started
naught
looking
for
for
you,
the
an idiot.
suspect based on that. But
Yep.
I'm okay, guys.
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office.
Yep.
This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
Well,
He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to
smile on
draw
his
us
face.
back And when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time.
What Taka, man?
So when we heard the body
Deserve it.
discovery
Hifumi deserved this, but
we
you know, not
naturally
Taka.
assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office, and once again,
Hifumi, where are you?
Hifumi
Oh, he's gone.
had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains
he
how
didn't
each of the
deserve
bodies
this.
disappeared.
This is making me mad now at Hifumi. I don't like him anymore.
Woohoo! We done it! We didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository.
Then cleaned
That
off and
should
placed
cover
back like
everything that
nothing
happened in
would have
this
happened.
case.
The diamond in the rough, the dingus in the wingus. It is Celeste. Are we kissing? Ew, stop. Oh, that was a clean transition.
Celeste!
Sorry, now you can't be failed, and you're out of there. Seems that you're all out of chips, madame. I have to escort you to the death chamber. That's right. You can't. You're the ultimate gambler. Yeah, we give you top hands for that. You know what gambling is all about? My awful, horrifying Celeste. It's about one special attribute, and that is luck. You know who you don't gamble against? The person with the highest luck in the school.
Lost?
Yeah, you
was
lost.
The last time I was forced to utter
Oh, that's so
such
satisfying to hear
words.
too that she lost.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Something else gonna hang around your neck. I hope
you
it's not.
admit
But,
it?
you know,
You're the killer?
just say it, get it over with.
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
I'm more of an instructor than you are.
Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no.
Just say your name.
Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Oh, she dropped the voice too.
Keiko?
There you
So,
go.
you finally accepted it.
Yeah, well now you're
I'm the
dead,
kind
so I
of
don't care.
person, Once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Oh, is this where we're gonna do it? Oh, A B A B A A A C A A A A A. Woo! I got an A on that one. Oh, I got so many Monokuma points. Let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Ooh, back comes the music, but I'm not
No.
upset.
I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Yeah, you time to cash in.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote.
Let's do this.
Okay.
I don't need to brag anymore. I knew I was I found out that I was right, and now I know I was right, so I'm not one for bragging.
Please locate your lever and cast your
So forget what I
vote.
said about the other two games.
And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened?
Ooh.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be?
Everyone
What's
just
it
votes for,
gonna be?
votes for the clairvoyant guy anyway. Like, that's a suspicion. Yeah, whatever. Ding ding. Whoa, come on, not come on. Lucky. Whoa! Hey, Ma, I did it, Ma! I won all the Monokuma coins. Ooh. That's one Monokuma.
I'm sorry, but the thing is broken. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you are totally correct. The Blackened this time is a true killer devised the whole stinking scheme by Celestia Lunenburg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
What? I lost. Well, that sucks. Yeah, it does. Bye-bye. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Fumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So he really did oppose Hifumi with this plan? But how do you get him to agree? Can't imagine he would be happily agree to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying.
My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then, did you use, you know... I knew you'd figure out Kyoko. You're absolutely right to get Hifumi's act my accomplice. I used her.
Ooh, yeah, you stole her. Alter ego.
It was someone Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... She's talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? Oh, come on, Celeste! You had to bring that up. What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
Totally out of the loop, as usual.
Oh, poor
In other
Monokuma.
words.
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used to drag Hifumi into a place you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we'd all meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
He's got such a creepo room. Ugh, look at that. He's got a pudgy outfit in the back.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It's about what was stolen and I know who did it.
What?
are you okay with
It was
this?
Taka. He stole it.
So
I
then,
approve. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd used a form of the camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I showed it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
Oh, so it was him. But how did he do it? You were supposed to yell if you had got up close to her.
You're correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
My god.
Hey, Dad.
as for me,
He came in my room last night, unannounced, and then it touched me to even say he abused me.
Oh, come on, Taka's so nice!
What?
Then he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime.
That is a crime, but Taka was innocent. He didn't do it.
I mean, I know he'd gone a little crazy, but I never meant he would go that far.
It's amazing how completely he potted. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to
Unforgivable!
effing kill him.
most
Wait,
unfortunate.
please, if you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean...
Taka's going to try to kill you,
What?
indeed.
and also he can keep her to himself.
That beast.
Honestly,
Can we agree to these barbaric acts?
Absolutely not. How could I? See,
I swear!
I have to save her.
actually,
Then, would you like to join me? Just happens I've come up with a plan.
Huh?
I've devised a way to reclaim what has been stolen and escape this dreadful school. With that, it is complete.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Ugh. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
See.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, that was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him was make something to hide his face and general body size. No idea he'd make something like that. My fault for picking him in the first place.
So why'd you decide to make me the suspect?
Because you're Hey!
That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. So glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents though.
Feel like I could cry. Aw. It's alright, man. I knew it wasn't you from the start. I got you back. But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I don't say he'd be seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but just barely held on. You really believe that? Well, of course. That wasn't all part of it. As it was explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have been an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it.
It seems very straightforward. Stereotypical.
I just made the lie to a level of opponent, in fact. Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie would wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along.
But of course! There would have been no point in to plan if he was pretending he would be dead and not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How could a human life mean so little to her? She's a monster. That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean.
Now you sound like Byakuya. Yeah.
I wonder about
Yeah.
that.
Everybody point fingers at the loser at Snake Eyes.
He derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things that far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? You're talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us. That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought had been escape. But how long you been telling how we had to accept living here?
You little
Obviously that was a lie. Yeah.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. When that anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get... Gee, I'm just reading your lines. I'm just a narrator here. I just wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. You know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
There was no way I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to be a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was for that dream. And what was this dream of
isn't it
yours?
wonderful?
To live in a European castle. That was it? That was what you wanted? A castle? Ugh. You gather handsome men from all over the world to serve my butlers/bodyguards. I don't like this. This is no thank you. I'm gonna make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have...
This is fine.
This is creepy. Combined with my own wings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge.
There is nothing to be
Fortunately,
done.
my dream has been scattered to the... Oh no! The creepy and angry and horrific gambling murderer won't live out her dream of living in Europe in a grandiose castle and having vampire butlers satisfy her every need. Oh, I'm tearing up at the thought. Anyway, I think Taka was worth way more than every European castle in the world. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I? Now you failed.
Just the worst.
That's what you're still. But you freaking sucked at it. Got caught. You sound so passionate, but you're really able to kill your own friends for it? Why, it's to me if I feel guilty. That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
Maybe you'll feel something when you freaking die in like 3 seconds. That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. It's nothing how different our values are. There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how could you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. Not just other people, I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. Now, Sigmund Freud would want to have a talk to you about that statement. And that's why you're not scared?
Indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But, you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice,
Isn't it
then
wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey.
Yeah, well, you're gonna come back as a freaking pigeon. Have fun flying around. Can't Monokuma, can we get anything murdering? You'd just be executed again. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked to me a poor effort to force it. She claims she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself, it must have been a final lie. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her.
Chills!
All done?
Chills!
Okay, let's get rolling. It's the black and disturbed the peace, so we must pay the
Now
price.
then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate
Let's give
gambler.
it everything we've got.
Woo!
It's punishment time!
Monokuma! Hey,
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
No.
What? Will it really give you the hope you're looking for?
Oh, key. Cool.
I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why...
No, wonder why.
Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone.
Oh, we will. Now
Perhaps
go die.
we'll meet again
No.
in another life.
No, hopefully not. Oh, here it comes.
Game over. Celeste has been found guilty. Time for the punishment.
Well, this has something to do with vampires or something like that. I'm just excited to see these cutscene graphics again. Oh, she's lying to herself. Hey, look at you! You got your own European castle! Woo! It's Bunny branded tomb. That's awesome. You got all your Monokuma friends to watch. Oh my god. Hey, it's a little Monokuma. Oh, can they... Wait, hold on. Are they burning her at the stake? How do we go from Mondo butter to this? Music's picking up. Oh, I don't like this. How is it in there, Celeste? It's pretty warm. What the? Whoa! Poured out that fire. Gee! Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Never. There you go, Monokuma. Fixed it. I thought we were actually about to watch someone get burned at the freaking stake. I got like, whoa, hold on. She's awful. She doesn't deserve this. But then a freaking fire truck came out of nowhere and just destroyed her. And then there was a little Monokuma at the end. That was awesome. It's over. The third execution is over. It's less death stuff. Honestly, the best one so far, just because I wasn't expecting a freaking fire truck to come out of nowhere and just like kill my friends. So I can't pity her, but I just can't deny at one point I considered her a friend too. I didn't really. She wasn't really the nicest to me. For him to just come along and...
Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of the regrets from the outside world. And so more people are to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value in your life.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez. You know, I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out
What do I
of
care
here.
about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here. Oh, he's breaking.
Bad.
Are you all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not? And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but the reality, it just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? Yeah. What do you want from us?
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste? So, let's do that.
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I want you to question if you answer mine. What did you do? What did you do to... What?
Ooh.
Ugh!
hey,
What? Answer me. What did you do to my body? What is going on?
How exciting.
Wow, oh man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
This is getting weird. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean? Kyoko's a robot. It's a reptilian.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's time, I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go back to enjoy your school life. Get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
Phew, see ya.
Bye. I didn't expect this to be the remaining cast of characters. We went down from 15 to this. We're down to the mystery girl, Ouija, because of course I made it this far. I'm awesome. I gotta say, honestly, I knew I was gonna make it. I'm probably gonna make it to the end because I'm the main character, and I think that purple hair is gonna make that to the end too. I gotta say, I expected Sakura, Byakuya, and Aoi to make it this far. I gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting the serial killer and the clairvoyant, especially the clairvoyant guy, to make this far. Everyone's like super like serious and emotional. He's still like the goofball of the group. I didn't expect him to make this far. I'm very happy he did though. Other than that, it'd just be Monokuma and freaking Snake Eyes, and that's not any fun. Though it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what was that key that Celeste gave you? Most likely, it's key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? And that means Celeste probably hid it there. Oh! Hey. Oh, there you go. Thank you. I still hate you, but thank you. I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we better
Indeed.
go check. Good idea. Oh, there you go. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. There we are. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said, "Going to go alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later."
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask? She spoke. She glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still a risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Yeah, I'm going instead of you. Please let me go. Standing here arguing is going to draw more attention to us. Do whatever you want. I get to go instead of this guy. Thank you, Maikuya. Then it's up to you now. I'm gonna go check out the dining hall, okay? Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Whoa, hey, whoa. Does that mean what I think it means? God, Makoto, girls like her. Total pushovers when you show a little backbone. What? I tried to forget what Hina said when I said to the dining room and Kyoko.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
So
Here we are.
then.
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the keys. Let's give her and unlock the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw. Woo! Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait a little while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second since we've had this opportunity? I want to be honest with me. Kyoko, please. What are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come here?
However,
regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. That just makes even more worried.
What?
Right? Like what happened during the investigation and stuff. Okay, you disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you did that, it's only natural that they think that I'm a mastermind spy, right? You too. No! I believe you, okay? You believe in me? Isn't it obvious people believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. I want you to believe in me too, because we're friends. Sucker!
it's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then?
That's fine.
Fine. I'll tell you. Woo! I'll tell you why I've been disappearing, where I've been going. You see? Oh, here we go. What I heard from Kyoko was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she had told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. When it did, I went into action. What am I doing? ...
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet up there, way in the back. Ooh. Said it was way in the boys' back room. Whatever. Kyoko, let's be right about this. Oh, here we go. What floor are we on? Oh, this is the 2nd floor. I just passed it. I mean, there's been no point to go in the bathrooms or any of the classrooms. Huh. On the last thing. What's in here? There's no more storage closet as far as I can tell. Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? Huh, okay. So we got a rack. We got a thing. Mop! Wall. So it was way in the back of the storage closet. What I mean, seriously? That thing, and I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet. Suddenly, as if I was being yanked in. Wah! Ka-shunk! See, when I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Loud. Ba-bum! Fell to the back of the storage closet. Uh-huh? It turned out the back wall was revealing a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side, like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor is a storage closet, and way in the back of the closet is a secret room. Ooh. Wait, how'd you find this? So this is the secret room. What's in here? What the frick is in here? Guess we'll find out on the next time, because that's gonna do it for this time, guys. Oh, I hope you liked this episode. I freaking loved it. I was so right, and you all know I was right. I caught it from... I started making assumptions 2 episodes ago, and I was right about that one. I was right about the one I made last episode, and the ones this episode. Oh, I'm stretching my back. Oh, anyway. If you like this episode, as I just said, I love this episode, because I'm repeating words now, because that's what reliable creators do. They say things, and then they ramble on, then they say things again. Anyway, really excited to film the next episode. So, if you like this episode, make sure to punch, like, and subscribe harder than freaking that truck. The fire truck barreled into Celeste. I really wasn't expecting that. It was really funny, but it just kind of caught me off guard mostly. And, as always, I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Like me, have a good rest of your night. I'm having a freaking amazing night. This It was such a fun episode. Anyways. See ya. Can't believe I was right.